Today's session is about understanding how one can realize his full potential. Yes, this is about it. So, you all believe, you all understand the law of attraction, I'm sure. Yes. You believe that works?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does work. So, if the law of attraction is true, then it is also true that our present reality is attracted by our own very own selves. We are the creator of our present reality. Because if the law of attraction says that you are capable of attracting or creating a future reality by attuning yourself to that frequency, then obviously the corollary also is that the present reality is created by our thoughts and our intentions when they are released into the universe. Correct? Now the question is, are we operating at our full potential right now? Are we?
No.
No. And what is it that you think we are doing or not doing, because of which we are not able to realize our full potential?
So many distractions.
So many distractions. What else?
Laziness.
Laziness.
Our negative thoughts.
Negative thoughts.
Understanding of reality is
And
not appropriate.
understanding of reality is not appropriate. Self-beliefs. Anything else? So we all know what is the limitation to our realization of our full potential. Correct? We know that. Now, we can listen to many classes, we can attend discourses, but then that will not lead to realization of our full potential. Because the weakness, the demons, they lie within. And we are in love with them, absolutely. Do you love your demons?
At times.
Too used to them. They love us.
No, we love them. That's why they are
How
with
to
us.
define demons? You may say this is demon, we may not think it's a demon.
Like you said, distraction.
Yeah.
So the tendency of the mind to get attracted to distractions, that is the demon.
The one.
The laziness, that is the demon. Yes. The negative thoughts that we create, those arise from what? From some kind of attachment or ego or anger. All those are the demons that are lurking inside.
So
And
we are completely surrounded with demons also.
But the thing is, do you love them? No.
We don't love them. But they come.
Don't you love them? Okay.
Whoever is human, we love them.
Then,
No, we try to change ourselves, but
Yes.
they do keep coming back to us.
okay.
We need
Now,
effort.
yes. So today I will touch upon the root of these demons. Okay. The root of these demons is body consciousness. And towards the end of the session, I will ask you again whether you want to surrender them. So if you want to surrender body consciousness is the question we will reflect upon at the end of the session. Because if we love our body consciousness, then we love the demons, and then the law of attraction or the attracting the full potential is not possible. Correct? So what is body consciousness? When we identify with all the acquired labels that come with the body, when we identify with the body and the acquired labels that come with the body. So, do you think you are a body? You are this body?
We have to be in a non-being state. I think the being is that traps all of us.
The being is the one which is inside, right? This body is the one that attracts us, right? So, do you think this body is you.
It is. It is.
Yes.
Masla hai,
I
body.
will
Yes.
not be able to do anything.
Yeah,
If
I
have a
understand.
body to-
Huh.
Suppose I was just the soul,
Huh.
I will be incompetent. I need to, whatever good or bad I'm doing, the body I require
Yes,
as hands.
of course. So,
I would think that there are layers of reality.
yes.
So there, at one layer of reality, the body exists. But if you can, reach an advanced state, then it's like an onion, I would say, that you come on to another state of reality. You can reach a third state of reality, depending on how much effort you put in your lifetime.
Yes.
So you have to get out of this sense of my name is I.
Yes. But
It's not that what you're saying is right, but that is at one level.
No, what I'm saying is, I agree that body is a weak part, but we have to make our body the strong part, because it's because of the body only, even if I'm doing good, I need hands, I need my legs, I need my arms.
all that is fine. See, at the root of everything is clear understanding, right? So we want to arrive at that today. So the first thing is, am I the body or do I have a body?
I have a body.
I have a body, right? Nobody is trying to diminish the role of the body here. The role of the body is intact. What we are talking about is body consciousness or soul consciousness, right? I have a body, I can use the body, I will continue to use the body, but in what consciousness? Do I think I am the slave of my senses, or do I think I am the master of my mind? This is the difference that we want to think about, correct? This is not to say that the body is irrelevant or not important. The body is an instrument, but today we are living in body consciousness, which is, I think the instrument is more important than me. Yes?
Giving more importance to the body
To
than
the instrument, right? Now, who are you? You are the master of this body, correct? Let me give you a very simple example. When our children are young, we tell them, ध्यान से देखो, ध्यान से सुनो, ध्यान से पढ़ो. We don't tell them, आँख से देखो, कान से सुनो. यही कहते हैं ना, ध्यान से देखो, ध्यान से सुनो. Now the eyes see, the ears hear. Who gives this dhyan? Dhyan is the faculty of myself. I, the soul, right? And if I, the soul, has good concentration, I, the soul, has attention, I, the soul, has the ability to focus, then I can make good use of my eyes, my ears. Correct? One thing is focus, and second thing is what to focus on. That is wisdom. Today, these very senses have become our enemies. Because whatever we are watching, whatever we are listening, is what is messing up with our mind. Correct? So, this discernment, this ability to discern what to focus on and how to focus on it and how long to focus on it. This is the ability of the inner being. I choose what to focus on, I choose how to focus on it, whether positively or negative, with what attitude, and I choose how long to focus on it. Correct? But if this is not powerful, then my senses are driving me. Anything is attractive, I take to seeing it. Anything is attractive, I take to listening to it. And in doing so, I'm not able to focus and concentrate on things that are relevant, things that are important for growth and development. Right? So, body is not the problem. Body consciousness is the problem.
See, sometimes something is attractive, you focus on it. It's not necessary that attractive thing will be bad. How do you differentiate to focus on the right thing? Sometimes you are not bothered, somebody is talking, you're not bothered, suddenly you listen and he's talking real sense. You have missed out half of it because he is not very glamorous. On the other hand, somebody very glamorous is talking and you're listening and then suddenly you feel, yeah, he's really talking sense. Both have talking sense.
Right.
You get attracted to a more glamorous person. How do you differentiate on how do you decide what to focus on? Because sometimes what you're following, you feel is the right thing. Maybe it's not the right thing for us.
You just not said discern.
No,
The distinguish
how
between
do you
right and
differentiate
wrong.
that? How do you differentiate that? I'm asking.
See, discernment is the ability of the soul which gets activated the purer you become. Yeah? Let me give you an example. When you look at WhatsApp messages, which are not auto downloaded, there are many videos and stuff that is not auto downloaded in your phone. When you look at that, you get a feeling this is not to be downloaded and this is to be downloaded. You get that feeling? You intuitively know what stuff to open and see and what stuff to not open and see.
No, that is because we think we know. But every person knowing is of a different standard.
That's fine.
Now what their parents have taught, this thing they've lived in,
Yes.
there's no set mark.
Yes.
Even if you try to tell that what you're downloading is not correct, that person feels no, this is correct. How does a person to evolve also you should know now where is the benchmark?
Yes.
For everybody, I'm just talking, I'm not talking about one person.
Yes.
How does a person know what I'm focusing on is right for me or not? That's what I'm asking.
I think what you were saying is something to do more with what are the moral values that are inculcated in you, which if you actually speak in a spiritual way, what you need to do is to go beyond all concepts and thoughts.
No, what
Our
see,
problem in life is that we are got thoughts and concepts.
No, what I'm,
I think what we have
why I'm
been
asking
taught
this question
is
is,
exactly what you were saying.
particular word,
Is that we
discern.
need to go
We
beyond our
must listen
thoughts.
to her more
See.
than, because the time is short.
See, everyone must decide who you want to be in life. Yes, when we talk about realizing our highest potential, then ever since we were children, we were asked in school, what do you want to be when you grow up? And what did we say? A doctor or an engineer or anybody, right? So basically, we replaced who we want to be by what we want to do in life. Correct? So our entire focus has been on what do I want to have in life and what do I want to do in life. We are not trained to think about who I want to be in life. Correct? So first, we have to understand this being and decide on who I want to be at the end of my journey. And then only can we discern, because choices are made when you go to the mall. There are certain people who have come to buy something. Yes, there are certain people who have come to buy something, and you can see in their eyes that they are headed towards something. And there are some people who are window shopping, right? And when somebody is window shopping, you can see in his eyes that he's window shopping. And only then will allurement and people who are trying to distract other people will come in their way and try to sell their stuff only to people who are window shopping. You don't go and sell stuff to a person in whose vision you can clearly see that this person is headed there. Right? So, when you are clear about who you want to be in life, then you will also be served the right things. You will be served what you deserve. Right? And then I think that this is this is a state where we create the right frequency from within so that it attracts the right kind of knowledge and information and material. The things coming your way will be your way, will be in line with who you intend to be. So first we should stop window shopping and we should decide on who we want to be. We have decided on what we want to do, what we want to have, and a big part of it we have accomplished also, right? And I doubt if there's anything remaining in that genre. We have accomplished all that, mostly almost all of what we wanted to do and have. Now we have to decide who do we want to be, because when this question of realizing your full potential comes up, it's a spiritual question. It's not a material question. Yes, because until and unless we are in our virtues and powers, we cannot attract the reality that lies for us potentially. Correct? So, what we want and what we want to do, what we want to have and what we want to do also comes as a distraction when we want to realize our full potential. Does that make sense? Yes. For example, if I am a person who is trying to realize what is the intention with which I am sent onto this earth, and then I have people around me and I have work around me, and I am not a soul who is full in virtues and powers, then I am seeking. What am I seeking? I am seeking love, I am seeking approval, I am seeking appreciation, I am seeking material acquisition. And when I am seeking all this, I am kind of sucked into this whole game. And then the real purpose of my life sometimes stays behind. Correct? Now, these are ideas which we will explore later. In fact, these are ideas that we don't even think about. Now, let me ask you, do you have the potential to feel insulted, feel rejected? Do we have the potential to feel rejected?
Potential mean that can we take it?
Yeah, no. Do we feel rejected or do we feel insulted?
Everybody at some point of time or the other.
Yes, we feel insulted and rejected. Now, if I am on the path of self-growth and I am not able to take care of my emotions, then they take away a lot of my time and energy. Right? My mind space, my time, my energy, my attention is taken away by these things. Then how do I focus on the things that I was sent to focus on? Correct. So when we talk about achieving our potential, we need to first fill ourselves from within. Because all the pursuits that we are running after in this life are actually bad substitutes for inner fulfillment. This is what we are doing. Why are we running after relationships? Why are we running after people?
Because we are not properly focused.
Because we want love.
Yeah.
Because we want love. Why are we running after things?
You're not fulfilled.
We want joy, we want happiness, we think that will give me joy. Why are we running after money? Because I think that will give me power.
But at times, in life, there comes time, when you find all these
Yes.
things immaterial.
Yes.
You are above all this
Yes.
rejection, this, that.
Yes.
You are above that.
Yes. So this is the place that I'm talking about. Like when we are seeking love, when we are seeking power, when we are seeking joy, then we cannot look at things that we are meant to look at. Because we'll be only focused on bad substitutes that we think will fill us, right? We have ego, we have anger, we have lust, we have greed, we have
Grudges and irritation.
all of these. So why do we have these tendencies within us? Because we are looking at people, things, money, situation, work to fulfill us. Correct? And when we talk about realizing our potential, it means that I'm a resource. But right now I'm not a resource, I'm a liability. Because I'm taking the whole universe to fulfill me. I'm not in a place of giving, I'm actually in a place of seeking. Okay, so everybody, what I have understood is, in my journey with Brahma Kumaris for the last 12 years, we love to talk about big things. We love to discuss big ideas. But the problem is that our inner selves are very depleted. And until and unless we start from the scratch, we cannot go up to that stage. So discussing about our higher potential will only take place when we are fulfilled from inside. Now, what is the vacuum that lies inside? First, let's understand that. So, I, the soul, am made up of 7 qualities: knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and power. Knowledge, purity, love, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and power. These are the 7 qualities with which I am made up. Everybody tells you soul is an energy, but what energy is it? Chemical energy, nuclear energy, thermal energy.
It comes within.
That energy is the energy of knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and power. This is what you call the aura. This is what you call the soul power. When you say somebody has good soul power or manobal or atmik shakti or aura, what that means is the frequency of these qualities, knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and power, are high. Fine. Now if I ask you to rate your inner meter of knowledge, purity, peace, love, bliss, happiness, and power from 1 to 10, where does it lie on the scale? Okay, now there is one girl who, she's young and she's some 18 years of age, and she came to me 2 days back and I asked her, are you happy? Then she said, I'm very happy. So I said, why? She said, because I'm back from a holiday.
Very honest.
Yes, so most of us are happy right now, yeah? We may be happy, we may be peaceful. But what is my happiness founded on? The happiness or the peace or the love or the meaning that I'm experiencing right now in life, what is that founded on? What is the foundation of that? It is something, something that is going right for me, some
But in a way,
circumstance.
she was right. Because she's back from holidays, it's always a fresh start.
Yes.
Yes. She must have been to the nature.
Yes.
She must have a
Yes. Correct.
reflection,
Yes.
introspection.
Yes.
And she comes back and she's a fresh,
Yes.
to start with.
Correct. So this is whenever circumstances are right for us, or we are receiving it externally, like everybody is good to you and they are talking to you properly and they are appreciating you and approving of your actions, at those times you feel loved, don't we?
Yes.
Right? So this love, this experience of love, peace, purity, happiness, bliss, and power may even be at 8 or 9, but then we have to check what is its foundation. What is the reason? Because if the reason is something material, somebody being my way, or the situation being my way, or some promotion that I got recently, or some compliment that I got recently, then that reason has a season. If my happiness has a reason, then that reason has a season.
Season will change.
And the season will change, and the reason will change, and the happiness will also change. Correct. And then we'll have to look for something else to be happy, to be peaceful. Now, if you look at your whole life right now, if we look at our whole lives right now, what is it about? We are constantly seeking temporary spurts of happiness, love, peace, bliss, power. This is what we are seeking. Knowledge also. Knowledge is a great stimulant. So whenever we sit, we share knowledge, we share experiences, we experience peace through some momentary, any kind of interaction or something, happiness, joy, bliss, power. These are all that we are seeking every day. And because this is based on temporary things, temporary circumstances, so this pursuit is endless. Our whole life is about running after people, things and situations that give us a high of these feelings for some time.
Yeah, momentary things.
Momentary. Right? Now, in this kind of a structure of life, we cannot talk of realizing our potential because we are not meant for this. If we look at animals and birds, what are they doing? They are also taking birth, producing children, fending for themselves and dying. What are we doing?
Same.
We are also doing the same thing. Correct? So, what is it that remains untapped? We have a huge potential, the mental potential, the spiritual potential that lies within us stays untapped. Right? Do you know what the power of a concentrated thought can do?
Wonders.
Wonders. Do you know what the power of good wishes can do?
Heals.
It heals. And what can it heal? It can heal the whole universe.
Right.
If one person decides and is able to constantly radiate good wishes to the universe, you can heal the whole universe. But how do we do that? Look at our mind today. In this session of maybe half an hour has passed, how many times did your mind wander off?
Not once.
Not once.
We are concentrating on your talk.
Okay. Okay. है ना? So, okay. So concentration is good, right? Now, if I ask you to look at your day right from the morning until now, are we full of good wishes since morning? Or did we experience anger or irritation or complaint or criticism or a spurt of ego during this day? We did? Yes? No?
More or less, yeah.
This life is at crossroads every
Yes.
minute,
Yes.
Even if you are at home,
Yes.
concentrating, worshipping, you
Yes.
have immense
Yes.
peace.
So there is
But when you are
something,
out,
yes.
You are interacting with
It's
this
like
world.
flowing traffic. Sometimes you come across traffic jam, you get irritated. Then when the smooths up, then again you start.
Then again you start up. But if I ask you, we all have kitchens at home and we know how we cook food. If I ask you to prepare a bowl of rice, and then I say every 2 minutes we switch off the flame, how long will it take for the rice to cook?
Birbal ki khichdi.
It will never get cooked, right? So maybe I'm happy right now, and then after 5 minutes my energy dips because I create a thought of complaint. Maybe the maid is cleaning and I find that she's not cleaned one corner. and I'm just looking at whether she'll clean it herself or whether she'll wait for me to point it out, then in those 5 minutes, what is my energy? Right? And how long will it take for me to recover that? Okay. Now, this is how we are using our minds. We create good thoughts, we create happy thoughts, we bless people who are around us. For sure we do that. But then it is like that birbal ki khichdi. We create very good thoughts when we are meditation, and then as soon as the meditation ends, what we create is, oh my God, I'll have to encounter that traffic on the road right now. And then my energy is coming.
Can we be in 24 hours of meditative state?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Provided we have a higher purpose. Higher purpose.
Higher than ourselves.
Higher than ourselves.
Other regarding.
Yes.
What if, I have one question, what if your effort is to be in that meditative state all the while, because it is, that too is very intoxicating, like if you have experienced that, then you love to be in that
Correct.
situation. But if there is a recurrent irritant like pollutant, then you want to shove them away because you want to be in that blissful state,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Then how to combat those pollutant and irritants?
Okay.
Why are you pointing at?
My students.
Why are you pointing at Surya?
No.
Okay, no.
My students, I want to be quiet. Go away. But there is a continuous.
Sometimes, yeah, when you try too hard to be calm, but then with एकदम pressure cooker की तरह.
हाँ.
Yes.
So then how to deal with such a situation?
Yes, how to deal with such a situation. Now, have you ever, see, first thing is, who is the irritant? Is it the student
Yeah.
or my sanskar or personality trait of getting irritated? Is it that which lies inside, which is triggered by what is outside, or is it what is outside that is the problem?
I think good teacher will tackle it so wisely. Or keep them irritants away.
No.
No, it's not about
Maddening to
that.
teach children.
It's not about that. See, do you remember a time in your life when you did not know how to get irritated?
Like when I'm driving, I come across a traffic jam. Then by purpose, I put on the high music. I like 100% my focus is towards the music, not towards that blocked traffic jam.
Yes.
So that it is everyday affair. You cannot deal with it. Better enjoy it.
Yes.
You have got some peaceful moments.
Yes.
Better enjoy it. Okay, rather than getting irritated.
So here you have disallowed the traffic to disturb you,
Yes.
right? So that means you have the potential to disallow something to disturb you, correct? So why have you not exercised
But
this same capacity with regard to your students?
very difficult.
So, you know why this is difficult? Because with the traffic, I have raised my potential to that level, so I feel that is okay. It doesn't depend on the size of the problem, it depends on the size of my inner state. So, the traffic is at this level of problematic frequency, my inner state is here, and the students are here. So what you need to do is,
I'll give you an example for this. Wait for your daughter to have children. After they trouble you, you will remember, why did I get trouble from both those kids? Because then no trouble is more than that. I
Okay.
think what she's saying is right. It's the level
Yes,
which
it's
you
the
are not facing.
yes.
And what I do,
I wonder
That's why they
to
say
know
grandmothers make
how
very
you
good
keep
teachers.
such a
Because by the time
fine,
you have learned to
gesture
get
and
not troubled by
your tarbiyat, that nature, all the day, so
Okay.
calm, so peaceful.
So this is because we don't allow ourselves to get irritated.
Yeah, yeah.
that is
Yeah. So I told you it is the higher purpose. When you know that this mind, everything else is temporary. This mind is for seva, for Vishwa seva. So this mind is always serving the universe with good wishes. And everything else is time pass. Class, students, work, food, everything is time pass.
this too shall pass.
Yes. Everything is just passing time. The real motto is serving the universe with this.
Everything is taken care then.
I have one very odd question. I know that I should ask. or not.
No, you should.
For a terrorist who has been brought up with this, that his seva is for a particular
Yes.
He doesn't bother for his body. He has
Yes.
a very high state of his spiritual is very high state of that particular religion. Nothing matters to him, nothing because he knows he is at the highest of his potential. You know what his potential is. He will do anything and he feels that after I do I will achieve. Now he is also human being, he has a body, he doesn't bother for any attractions. He has meditated to the state that he is doing seva for his community. Now as far as he is concerned, he is in the best.
And how do you know that?
No, I'm talking about
No,
the
in the
person.
name of
He-
jihad,
he's
they
ready-
claim
he's
that they
ready- he's ready
will
to, kill.
attain.
Now how
See,
do you differentiate
moksha.
that with,
See.
that's what I was asking you, how do you know what you are doing is right or not?
It's a very
That is why
Problem not
What
to
you
be-
said has two parts. One part is what he is willing to do outside. That is what you say by observation. But what he feels inside is something you are assuming.
Is it not
Yes.
proper education or what?
See, we are
I would like to
assuming
know, ma'am.
that that person is fearless and that person is happy. And I will tell you, I once met a major from army, and he had taken voluntary retirement and he set up his own business. And I was talking to that person and I asked him, you served the army for so long, did you not feel afraid? He said, sister, jaan muh mein aa jati hai, but that's my job. So I do that.
Devotion.
It's not because you don't feel afraid. It's not because you are at the highest potential of your spiritual realm. It's nothing of that sort. In case of patriotism, that's also a different kind of patriotism. For them it is...
What I'm saying is, when you think of a person doing that, you feel that, okay, he must be thinking like that to do such a thing.
No, that's what we assume. See, people do... have you seen those people who take sticks and they make their children sit on it and they lift that stick up and that child balances? Have you ever... on the roadside, in the nut jinko kehte hain. If you talk to that fellow, is he doing it out of bravery or skill or something? No, he is doing it out of hunger. So this assumption that people are doing it out of purpose and out of spiritual proficiency is just an
We
assumption.
saw a World War I movie yesterday, 1917, in which the army is fighting, and then they're going and they saying, we are fighting for this land,
Yes,
Banjar land.
yes,
So,
yes,
that was the feeling, but they have been pushed.
yes.
They have to do it.
And when you
But
know
they say,
nothing
what are you
else,
fighting for?
think about that fellow. He was taken away at 12 or 7 or 8 years of age. He doesn't know how to do anything else. I once met a person. He was into this liquor business, and he told me, sister, ever since I've been coming to you, I understand that what I am doing is a kind of sin. But ever since I was a child, from 5 years of age, this is what my father took me to, and I don't know how to do anything else. So what do? So I said, you have to continue doing what you do, but do whatever else you can with this. Like if you can meditate, get up in the morning, or raise yourself spiritually, then maybe this effort will make way to a situation which will give you a choice whether to do this or not do this. So when you are in no choice situation, it's not about spirituality, it's about what do you say?
This is the basic.
Majburi hai.
It's like
but,
when,
Can we define a spiritual person?
Yes.
When you define yourself first, what is your
Necessary
daily
person.
routine and how
How
you
do you define
go
a
about it? We are more interested how your day begins and
How your day begins
your,
and stuff.
Or your thinking. We are more interested listening to
Okay.
that.
See, I'll tell you, I came from a very mundane background. Like my thinking, everything was very mundane, like we all come. When I came on this path, I understood one thing, which is the things, situations and issues that are taking my thought, time and energy right now are not important. And I'm not serving anything by doing so much of thinking and investing so much of energy in all of this. To put it short, I understood that 90% of my thoughts are waste. Waste means thinking about things that you can do nothing about. So when I realized this one thing about what I am doing right now, and then I realized what is the potential of my mind, then I made a choice that I will try to use my mind for what it is meant to be used. That is creating positive, peaceful, loveful, happy thoughts all day, full of good wishes and good feelings. In the beginning, it was very difficult because we all have tendencies. So the tendency to criticize. How do you think I give this example of this maid cleaning the sofa? Because it irked me in the beginning. Yeah, somebody cutting potatoes cubically and I wanted them in a particular way, then it irked me. And it spoiled my mood and I created this thought that ये सब्जी अब अच्छी ही नहीं बनेगी, ये आलू ऐसे काट दिए, आलू काटने भी नहीं आते. Okay, so I was in that phase of life where these things could irritate me. And then I decided that this way of living or this way of thinking is not doing any good, but it is leading to a lot of disadvantage. What is the disadvantage? My thoughts, my negativity inside is giving rise to health problems. My mind, when my mind is disturbed, my behavior with the other person is not good. We get disturbed by the behavior of one person, but we behave ill with 3 other people. Right? So I could recognize how I am damaging my mind, my health, my relationships and my work by thinking like this. And then I stopped thinking like this. How? How do you change that? By telling yourself, this is not good for me. This is not what I want. And I tell you, your mind is so powerful. If you tell it, if you are able to point out that this is not good for me and I don't want to think like this, it will listen to you. Right? How many of you are late risers? Some late risers? Okay. Anybody? Okay, 5, 6, whatever. You think you rise late, right? Now, if you have a 3 a.m. flight, if you have a 3 a.m. flight, can you catch it?
Yeah, even 2:30 you have to get up and catch the flight.
You can catch it, right? Now, how do you catch that if you are a late riser? No, alarm you can put on daily,
But
na?
it
Oh,
is
mental alarm. You
like
know?
in olden days, the people used to say, "Ki tell your pillow, it will wake you up," because it is there in your subconscious mind
Yes.
that you have to get
Yes,
up.
yes. So tell your mind that I have to get up at this point of
No,
time.
we can't catch a flight every day at 3.
We catch every day 3:30.
Oh, that's good.
3:30?
Every day.
I
That's
too.
why she gets irritated.
You're not getting enough sleep. That's it.
I get.
The problem is there.
See how you begin your day.
Huh.
How
So,
you begin your
so
day.
in the beginning of the day, we get up at 3:30 a.m.
Yeah, that is the best time.
Yes, 3:30 we get up, and then 3:30 to 4:30 we meditate, and then we read some spiritual. We have a murli that comes every day, so I read the murli.
Murli.
It's a book.
No,
Murli is a
no. Murli is everyday class that we receive from Mount Abu.
So is it there on the radio or like where? How
It's
do you read?
it's in print. We get it from Mount Abu.
On
We,
your mobile.
yeah.
Mount Abu in the main job.
So I read the Murli, and then 5 o'clock
How long it takes this?
it takes 20 minutes or
20
something.
minutes. And you get some new fresh thoughts every day?
Yes, new fresh
That guides
thoughts.
you for the day.
Yes.
Is it an
At
app?
4:30.
You
Yes.
can, is it an app?
Is it a?
An app on mobile? So like
There
we
is
can
a-
also download,
yes.
download it?
Yes, but you will have to learn to read the Murli. It's in Hindi, it's in English, but then it's a coded thing. What do you mean by coded? You will not get the meaning of it until and unless you understand the real concepts first.
Basics, yeah.
Okay. So, if you so wish, there's a course going on right now. So, from today onwards, there are sessions from 5 and 7 p.m. today also, and from tomorrow onwards you can join. It's 6:30 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, 11 in the morning, 5 in the evening, and 7 in the evening. 1 hour session each, and they're all repeat session. You can join any
Some
of them.
striking ideas you get from Murli, you
Yes.
communicate them to your people whoever
Yes,
you
yes.
meet? Or
No, we
try
read
to-
them in the class also.
Oh, in class.
In the
okay.
class also.
Okay.
Yes. So that Murli is a very powerful dose of information. But what do I mean by powerful dose of information also you have to understand? There are thoughts which are negative, there are thoughts which are waste, there are thoughts which are positive, but there are thoughts which are elevated. So let us understand what elevated thinking is. You know waste and negative more or less. What is a positive thought? I'll reach on time, I'll make it, I can do it, I will do it, right? This is a thought about your doing and having. What you want to do and what you want to have. When you create positive thoughts about that, then that's a positive thought. But when you create a positive thought about your being, I am a divine soul. I am the child of God. I have success written on my forehead. This is an
Feed yourself.
yes, this is an elevated thought. And we don't feed it, we remind ourselves because affirmations. And these affirmations along with meditation. What is meditation? Meditation is, for example, I create an affirmation, I'm a peaceful soul. Correct? Now, along with this, when I create a thought, I'm a peaceful soul, my self-image is not in consonance with that. Correct? I may believe that I'm a peaceless soul and keep saying and repeating that I'm a peaceful soul. So create a self-image which is in consonance with that affirmation. What is that self-image? When you are a peaceful soul, how will your face look like? Calm and composed. So sit with that calm and composed self. What will your body be like? It will be still and calm, right? What will be the energy that is surrounding you? It will be very peaceful, correct? So sit in that awareness of being a peaceful soul.
How long you sit in that?
In the morning we sit for 45 minutes.
45.
45 minutes, right? So, and then during the day, whenever I get time, I remind myself of that state and I come back to that awareness. But the thing is, if you've created in the morning creation is very easy. During the day, sustenance is easy. Creation isn't easy. That is why it is said, Subeh Brahma. इसीलिए ब्रह्म मुहूर्त, that's the time for creation. So if you've created that state in the morning, in the day what you just need to do is remind yourself and it'll come back to you. Right? And in the night, Shankar Bano. If you have accumulated something from the day that is not in consonance with your peaceful state, shed it off. In tapasya. What is tapasya? You again ignite that fire that I am a peaceful soul and shed off whatever is not resonating with that frequency. Okay, so this is how we spend our day, and apart from that, I work. I am with the Ministry of Rural Development, so I go to office. I go at 8:30. I come back at 6. I take classes before I leave. I take classes after I come, and from my office in the lunchtime also I take classes.
Oh, that's great.
In Nirman Bhavan.
What is helping you is also the benefit you're giving to others.
Tremendous.
That is all that is helping me.
That's it's a good thing that you're building new India. I wish we all could do that.
You are also building New India. The effort you've taken to come here is your brick in New India.
She is building Satyug.
New India is Satyug, na? So let's meditate for a while. It's the time 5.
So you're about to go.
Yes. Let's meditate for 2-3 minutes.
But one thing,
Yes.
you concentrate on your Isht. Who is your Isht Guru? I mean, your Brahm Pita, jo bhi aapke hain.
Okay.
So anybody can worship their Isht.
What is Isht? In Hindi, Isht means इच्छा पूर्ण करने वाले. Okay? We don't have any इच्छा. So we don't have any Isht.
Oh, so that is
Okay.
the concept.
Okay, we don't have Ichha, so we don't have Isht. Who we connect to is the father of all souls. You look at every religion, what they say about God is the same. Islam says Allah ek noor hai, noor-e-Illahi, which means God is light.
Yes.
Jesus said God is light and I am the son of God. So Allah again ek noor hai, Bhagwan ek noor hai. In Hinduism, the first temple was in Somnath, and there was no figure, there was only a shivling, and that shivling was made of diamonds, and then it was called Shiv Jyotirlingam, which means Shiva, the symbol of light.
Yes.
So every religion says that God is light, and who am I? I'm also light. I'm a soul.
Yeah, that's what
है
I
ना?
meant.
गुरु ग्रंथ साहब में क्या लिखा है? भ्रिकुटी के बीच चमकता है अजब सितारा. So you are a point of light sitting in the forehead. And who is God? He is also an ocean of light. So who do you connect with? The light above or the light beyond. Okay. Now when you go to temple, what is the first thing you do? You discard all chamda, leather. ना आप, the पंडित जी will tell you कि आपकी बेल्ट भी निकाल दो, है ना, चप्पल निकाल दो, जो भी चमड़े का है वो निकाल दो. What that means is you have to go beyond your body to connect with God. And what lies beyond the body is that you're just a point of pure light. And when you come to that awareness that I am a point of pure light and remember that one who is a point of pure light, then there is a spark which flows from that one to you. and that is meditation. Correct? But all this will take time. This is not a one session thing. So I request you to please attend the camp that is going on, and for now we will meditate on just the peaceful state.